Remember coming home from school, throwing your backpack down, grabbing your Nerf gun or Tonka truck, and right there on the bottom or the box it said, Made in USA. It wasn't just a label, it was a promise. This toy was made here by people who understood what real American childhood felt like. Barbie smelled like new clothes and big dreams. Gijoe was the hero in your room. Transformers turned into cars right in your hands. Etch A Sketch let you draw anything. Viewmaster opened whole worlds. We believed it was ours. American. And now, almost everything is made somewhere far away. Let's go back to the 80s and 90s and remember 25 things we loved as kids. They used to say made in USA. Nerf guns were the ultimate backyard freedom. Foam darts zipping through the air, shouts of "you're hit," building pillow forts that turn into fortresses, staging epic ambushes from the hallway to the garage. We felt like action heroes from our favorite movies, invincible and unstoppable. Every Nerf blaster had that solid, reassuring weight, and right on the box, or the gun itself, it said made in Rhode Island, USA. That meant the foam was American, soft enough not to hurt, but stubborn enough to keep the battle going. We trusted those guns like trusted friends. They survived rain, mud, endless reloads. Summer afternoons were filled with the sound of Nerf darts hitting walls and the smell of plastic and fresh-cut grass. Those battles bonded us, taught us strategy, made us laugh until we couldn't breathe. Now, most Nerf production has moved to China. The guns still shoot straight, but the American backyard battle feels a little farther from home.
Pew pew, you're going down! Gotta take that! One more shot,
Barbie, early versions, was every girl's queen and best friend. Endless outfits, dream houses with pools and elevators, pink convertibles, careers from astronaut to doctor to rock star. We spent hours changing her clothes, brushing her hair, inventing stories about her perfect life and big adventures. Mattel made her right here in the USA back then. She smelled like new plastic and American dreams of beauty, success, and endless possibility. Every box had that comforting made in USA stamp. She wasn't just a doll. She was a promise that anything was possible if you believed. We arranged tea parties, fashion shows, weddings, road trips. Barbie was always ready. She taught us confidence, creativity, and that dreams could be dressed in pink. Now production is fully in China. Barbie still poses perfectly in the box, but the American dream house feels a little smaller inside. Gijoe was the real American hero, complete with helicopters, tanks, bases, and missions to save the day from Cobra. We built entire worlds in our rooms, staging massive battles, creating voices and sound effects, believing he could defeat any enemy. Hasbro made him right here. Every plastic soldier felt tough. Every accessory felt like real military gear. The packaging said made in USA, and that meant courage, teamwork, and never giving up. He stood for freedom, loyalty, and protecting what mattered. We collected figures, vehicles, playsets. Every new release was Christmas morning all over again. Those adventures shaped how we saw bravery and friendship. Now production is in China. The soldier still stands tall in the box, but the American mission feels a little shorter. Transformers were pure magic. Robots that turn into cars, planes, trucks, cassette players, everything imaginable. We waited for new episodes on Saturday mornings, collected every figure, staged epic battles between Autobots and Decepticons right on the living room floor. Hasbro made them in America. Each toy had that solid weight, the satisfying click of transformation, the feeling of American engineering in your hands. They fueled our imagination like nothing else. Good versus evil, friendship versus betrayal, heroism in disguise. We learned about loyalty and sacrifice through Optimus Prime's voice. Now, made in China, the robot still transforms with a click, but the American change feels a little slower.
Look at my robot. He sees best. Watch this. He can walk and light up.
Tonka trucks were built like tanks, dump trucks, bulldozers, fire engines that survived every crash, drop, and backyard disaster. We hauled dirt, rocks, toys, anything we could find. They never broke, never bent. They were tough, heavy, made to last. Real American steel for real American kids. The logo meant unbreakable fun, the kind that lasted through childhood and beyond. We felt like real builders, real heroes. Now production in China. The truck still hauls a full load, but the American weight feels a little lighter in our hands.
Woo! The brand is gold! And dump it!
Etch A Sketch was endless creativity in a red frame. Shake it clean, draw anything, erase, start over. We spent hours making detailed pictures, cities, spaceships, faces, monsters. Every line was magic, every mistake just a shake away from perfection. Made in Ohio by Ohio Art Company. It felt like pure American invention. No batteries, no mess, just imagination and patience. It taught us to try again, to create without fear. Now production in China. The lines still appear with every turn, but the American shake feels a little less magical. ViewMaster was pure magic in a little plastic viewer. Those round discs with 3D slides of Disney worlds, outer space, national parks, dinosaurs, fairy tales. We'd sit in the dark, click the lever, and suddenly we were inside the story. Mickey Mouse waving, astronauts on the moon, castles in the clouds. It felt like traveling without leaving the bedroom. Every disc had that satisfying click. The slides were sharp and colorful, made right here in the USA. It sparked curiosity, wonder, imagination. We learned about places we dreamed of visiting someday. Now production is overseas. The pictures still appear with every click, but the American view through those little lenses feels a little flatter. People Fisher-Price little people were the sweetest tiny world. Round-headed figures with big smiles, cozy houses, fire trucks, school buses, farms, airports. We built entire neighborhoods, made them talk in funny voices, drove them around on adventures. Every piece was chunky, safe, colorful, made right here in America. They taught us sharing, kindness, how to take care of things. Parents loved them because they were indestructible and wholesome. We spent hours lost in that happy little universe. Now production is in China. The little people still smile wide, but the American playtime feels a little smaller and quieter. Radio flyer wagons were red freedom on 4 wheels. Sturdy enough to haul puppies, siblings, friends, piles of leaves, or imaginary treasure down the sidewalk. We'd pull them behind Schwinn bikes, race them down hills, turn them into spaceships or pirate ships. Every neighborhood had one. Made in Chicago, they were built to last through childhood and beyond. The red paint, the wooden sides, the solid wheels. It all screamed American backyard adventure. Those wagons carried more than toys. They carried dreams and laughter. Now production in China. The wagon still rolls smooth, but the American sidewalk feels a little longer and lonelier. Hot Wheels were the fastest little cars in the world. Orange tracks with loops, jumps, crashes, speed. We built massive layouts across the floor, raced them against each other, collected every model from Camaros to monster trucks. Mattel made them in the USA. The metal felt real, the paint was shiny, the wheels spun like crazy. They taught us competition, excitement, the thrill of the finish line. Every new car was a treasure. Now production in China. The cars still race like lightning, but the American finish line feels a little farther down the track. Crayola crayons were 64 colors of pure possibility. The big box with a sharpener built in, the smell of fresh wax, drawing everything from superheroes to spaceships to family portraits. We filled notebooks, walls, sometimes sidewalks with color. Crayola made them in Pennsylvania. The crayons were bright, smooth, didn't break easily. They were part of every school supply list, every rainy day, every birthday card. They let us create without rules. Still partly made here, but many parts imported. The colors still shine bright, but the American crayon feels a little shorter in a box.
Wow, so many colors! And now I'm gonna use blue.
Schwinn bikes were freedom with wheels, Stingray with banana seats, high handlebars, chopper style, BMX for jumps and tricks. We lived on them all summer, racing down the street, popping wheelies, riding to friends' houses, feeling the wind in our faces. Made in Chicago, they were built tough, chrome shining, tires gripping, frames that took every crash. Every kid wanted a Schwinn. They meant independence, speed, adventure. Now production in China. The bike still rides smooth, but the American wind in our faces feels a little softer.
Woohoo! This is awesome! Yeah, keep going! Best day ever!
American flag, kids' flags slash toys, kids' American flags, the little ones on bike handles, parade sticks, toy flag sets, made 4th of July feel magical. We waved them at picnics, stuck them in sandcastles, carried them in backyard parades. They were sewn here bright red, white, blue, with that crisp fabric feel. It taught us pride early. The flag meant home, heroes, freedom. Now almost every flag for kids is made in China. The flag still waves proudly, but the American breeze in it feels a little thinner.
Oh, this thicker! Hey, so fast!
We play with these toys. We grew up with them. They felt like ours. Because the box said made in USA. Now almost everything is made far from here. But those memories, they're still right here. In us. If this video took you back to your childhood, even for a minute, hit like. Tell me in the comments, what was your favorite toy from back then? And subscribe if you want to keep remembering the America where everything we loved said made in USA. Thank you for watching. We can still bring back a little of that magic. God bless America.